Of your return from Plymouth and allowing much of your property to go on to Africa, I shall say nothing except that it informed me that you were one of the factors which had to be taken into account in the reconstructing of this drama. This telegram from the hotel confirms what you told me. Now, when we last met, you asked me whom I suspected, and I refused to answer you. Then you departed. But you didn't go home. Oh, no, Dr. Stondale. You went to the vicarage. And you waited there for some time.
How do you know that?
I followed you.
I saw no one.
That is what you may expect to see when I follow you. You spent a restless night. You made certain plans. And then in the early hours, you proceeded to put them into action. You returned to the vicarage, collected some distinctive red gravel from the cliff path. The house by now was in daylight, but the inhabitants were not stirring. You threw some red gravel up at the window of the lodge at Tregennis.
Sterndale. I must speak with you urgently.
This hour? The doors are locked. The housekeeper has the keys.
It is of the utmost importance!
You entered through the sitting room window. You had an interview, a short one, and you walked up and down the room. You withdrew as you had come. You were wearing the same pair of studied walking shoes, which at the present moment are upon your feet. And Mortimer Tregennis was dead. The ring you gave Brenda Tregennis.
Yes. Yes. Brenda Tregennis. For years I loved her. For years she loved me. That is the secret of the Cornish seclusion which people so marveled at. It brought me close to the one person on this earth who was dear to me. I couldn't marry her, for I had a wife who left me, but whom, by the deplorable laws of England, I could not divorce. For years, Brenda waited. For years, I waited. And this was what we waited for. Roundhay knew. He was in our confidence, hence his telegram to me at Plymouth. What was my baggage, or Africa, to me, when I learned that such a fate had befallen my darling? There you have the missing clue to my actions, Mr. Holmes. I understand that you, sir, are a doctor of medicine. Have you ever heard of radix pedis diaboli?
Devil's foot root. No, I can't say that I have.
No. Well, it is no reflection upon your professional knowledge. For I believe that save for one sample in a laboratory in Buda, there is no other specimen in Europe. It is used as an ordeal poison by the medicine men in certain districts of West Africa. And it is kept as a secret by them. You already know so much, Mr. Holmes. It is clearly to my interest that you should know all. I've already explained the relationship in which I stood to the Tregennis family. There had been a quarrel about money which estranged this man, Mortimer. A sly, subtle, scheming man. But for Brenda's sake, I was friendly with her brother. One day, a few weeks ago, he came to my cottage, and I showed him some of my African curiosities. Among other things, I exhibited the devil's foot.
Poison, you say? Fascinating.
You wouldn't think so if you were to try it. The smallest amount could be fatal. In this powder form, it reacts instantaneously when burned. It stimulates those brain centers which control the emotion of fear. Madness, or death, is the fate of the unfortunate native who is subjected to the ordeal by the priest of his tribe.
Can it be detected?
Not by European science. A few days later, my cottage was broken into. But since nothing seemed to have been taken, I gave the matter no heed until Mr. Roundy's telegram arrived at Plymouth. This villain, Mortimer, had thought that I would be at sea before news reached me, and that I should be lost for years in Africa. But of course I returned immediately. And I could not hear the details without being assured that it was my poison which had been used, and that Mortimer Tregennis himself was the murderer. My soul cried out for revenge. You murdered her. For money, you murdered your own sister. You can't prove that. No jury in the land would believe you. I'm my own jury, Mr. Tregennis. Judge, jury, and executioner. I lit the lamp. I put the powder above it. In 5 minutes, he died. My God, how he died. But my heart was flint. For he endured nothing which my innocent darling had not suffered before him. You can take what steps you like, Mr. Holmes. But there can be no man living who fears death less than I do now.
What were your plans?
I was intending to bury myself in Central Africa. My work there is but half done.
Go and do the other half. I, for one, am not prepared to stop you.
God bless you. Both of you.
Not for the first time, Holmes. You presume to take the law.